Assalamu alaikum, dear sisters and brothers. Welcome to the Point of Shams. And the Point of Shams, Mawlana's great work, magnum opus, Mathnavi, 15th verse. The first 18 verses are very important in understanding the entire literature about Sufism and Mawlana Jalaluddin Rumi's intellectual format. Now, the 15th verse says, در غم ما روسا بیگاه شد روسا با سوسا همراد شد. Sounds great, doesn't it? I wish my Persian could be as perfect as the Persians. In English, it is, in our war, the days of life have become untimely. Our days, hand in hand with burning grief, or burning griefs. However you prefer. Like, here, the keywords, war. In Persian and in the Ottoman or in Turkish, war could be translated as gam, right? Der gamema, gam. Interestingly enough, sometimes it is very difficult to find the exact translation. But gam is a very important word. Gam is a special kind of sorrow. And you have woeful days. You have sorrow to your heart. And you're wandering around. You have a problem. And you're asking for the cure, right? And you are traveling. And your traveling days are prone with griefs, hand in hand with burning griefs. What kind of a life is this? This is the life of a Sufi. The Sufi is exile, as we told you before. In the very first verses, the name was complaining about the exile, the great exodus from Allah. The spirit, the soul of the Sufi longs Allah, or the unity with Allah, the tawheed with Allah. Of course, they have a kind of unity, but what they are describing is our problem. The problem of those who do not understand that they have a problem. They are warning us that we cannot be happy in this world if we do not carry the sorrow of Allah within our hearts. What a contradiction, isn't it? Harmony of contradictions. That is Sufism. And that's the most intellectually oriented and probably cherishing feature of the taste of being a Sufi. Yes. And here, Mawlana Jalaluddin Rumi is telling us, it is not an easy way to trod upon. We have long, woeful days, and please do not rush. Here, within this verse, the 15th verse, Mawlana Jalaluddin Rumi is now talking about time, because he says, in our war, the days of life have become untimely. Time, the concept of time. Yes, what time means to the Sufi, right? Zaman, waqt, whatever. They say there is a concept of being the son of time. We look at our watches. What's the time? Whose time? Our time, your time, the calendar, yes, Greenwich time. There is another time. That's the time of Allah, Allah's time. Are we following Allah's time or our time? Sometimes we say, oh, it was too early that he died, or it was too late. Late, early. These are concepts provided us not by Allah, but by ourselves. The time, the real time, time hakiki, Time hakiki, vakti hakiki is Allah's time. That is the main determinant. So, do we follow the time of Allah? For those who follow the time of Allah, they are the sons of waqt, the Sufis. For them, the concept of time is very much indexed with the time of Allah. Sometimes, the concept of time changes. You could be the father of time. He will determine the time. If and when Allah provides you with the changes of the climate. In other words, if Allah wills certain things to happen and asks you to deliver the message, then you are the father of time. Now, Islamic history starts with Hijrah, right? Hijrah, and that's the time concept. It is a traveling, yes? It is a kind of journey from Mecca to Medina, from a society very materialistic and egotistic to Medina Munawwara, a very intellectual climate of the first Muslims. A civilization provided and put together by our great Prophet, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Muhammad. Right. A second time concept that we need to underline, and which is being underlined by Mawlana Jalaluddin Rumi, which is a replica of the Sema ceremony or the ritual, is a concept called the Miraj. It is again a journey. It is a night journey to the high heavens, to Allah. So, if you are following the path of the Nay, the universal man, the Insan-ı Kamil, the people like Mawlana Jalaluddin Rumi, so beware, your days will be hand in hand with burning griefs. You have the gum, yes? You have woeful days to need to be in association or in union with Allah. It is the path to true tawheed, to unity. Miraj is a kind of unity with the Hakika of Allah. So here, in our water days of life, have become untimely, our days hand in hand with burning griefs. Are you ready to be born and burn with grief? Spirit of Mawlana Jalaluddin Rumi and the soul of Mathnavi. Think about it. Tafakkur. Shukran.